Rajasthan Royals next, because we have, of course, Nick's wearing the pink right now. So we'll start with him. Next, those three names come to mind. Potentially, another name over here we've not added is Riyan Parag. So Samson, Jaiswal, Pakka. Parag also, or do you see Butler?
Yeah, I don't think it is as easy. Again, the problem is the fourth retention being 18th here. So that call will have to be really very astute. That I mean, it would have helped had Parag being uncapped, because then that would have been a steal at 4th here. Okay, bhai, sorted hai. But as you said, I think the two are locked in Samson and Jaiswal.
Jaiswal.
And I don't think they both care about the number there. They'll be happy. I mean, Samson 18, Jaiswal will not mind any number. Whether Joss is good for 18, I don't quite think so. So maybe I'd possibly put Riyan at 11 and then just be stopped there. And then just wait for everybody else to come into the auction and then look to buy back people, because there is Ash. But there are a lot of teams looking out for a captain, so that he'll not come at an easy price for you. So for me, everybody else will have to be an RTM.
Nix, I just want to ask you this before I get Anirudh and Akshay's opinion about RR. How much do you value someone like Chahal? And the reason I ask you that is, isn't he a tempting option to just get his 11 crores? Indian spinner, taking the most wickets in the league, still has age on his side. So you have Sanju, 18, as your captain, 14 is Jaiswal as your explosive opener, and then Chahal. So you can buy back Parag.
Yeah, but the problem with Parag is I don't think he'll come cheaper than 1450.
Okay.
He will easily go at that rate, because, I mean, lot of time. There's a lot of future in long-term investment with him. And see, with Chahal, if you put Chahal out in the market, last time I know he went at a very cheap rate. Even if he goes double of that, that is still less than 11. He'll probably go at 8 or 9. And again, he's not been in the Indian setup. People are wanting quick risk pick. So that is also a challenge that you have to manage. And all of this is due to the market rate of 18 CR as the fourth retention. If it was lesser, then 100% you can probably try and secure both Butler and Chahal if you can. But I think the fact that, again, it's the same combination. Your captain is sorted, your opener is sorted, your gun middle order batter is sorted. The guy who you gave the number for. Yes, they'll have to work around the bowling, but I don't think you can shell out 18 or 14 for him. So they can definitely look to RTM, possibly one of Chahal and Ash, and then try and see if you can also RTM Avesh Khan for that matter, because I think he was good for them.
See, I think maybe Parag is more than Chahal in terms of money, right? So how about this, guys? And again, Rajasthan Royals, even though they literally died their way across to the playoffs and made it and then knocked out RCB, they finished third. So they have literally shown why they should retain potentially 5 to 6 names. So again, I'm thinking out loud, 18 Sanju, 14 Jaiswal, 11 Chahal, 18 then again Joss, because Joss is just Joss. 14, you'd probably go for Parag. Make sense?
Because but 75 crores on them is too expensive.
I know. Because right now, if we take our minds back 10 minutes ago, we were just discussing Patidar's value, right? And Nick said, I don't think he'll go above 10 or 11. But Parag's
more valuable than Patidar.
Parag will. Parag, gun all-rounder. Yeah. Young all-rounder, gun.
Parag's brand value. Someone look. Parag will be looked at as future captain for some of these teams. I'm telling you.
But is he? So in all your mind, you're saying Parag is 14 crore plus as a player.
I love Butler. I'm a huge Butler fan, but I cannot justify retaining Butler for 18. So that makes it sure. That makes it. I mean, I don't justify either Butler or Parag for 18 crores. So that makes it. That means I have only 3 choices. Sanju and Jaiswal will have to be retained. So I've got only 1 slot left. I love Joss, but you have alternatives for Joss Butler. I'm not saying you don't have alternatives for Parag, but then you've invested all this time in Riyan Parag. For you to let him go right now would be stupidity. Butler, if you don't get, worst case, you don't get. You can buy him. You can buy alternatives. You've got Jacks. You've got someone like Salt. You've got so many of these top order foreign.
There's one thing here. What about Samson and Jaiswal, both 18 crores? So it can be Samson, Butler, then Parag at 11, and then you go for Jaiswal again at 18.
I don't want to spend 63, man. Yeah, I agree, but I don't see 60. The problem is spending 63.
I say that easily. I don't want to spend 75. I don't want to spend 63, man. But it's money and it's players and it's great players, Anirudh.
They are. But you know that Butler is not going for 18, right? You know that
Butler's 14. Butler's been retained here at 14.
But you have the option to keep Jaiswal at 14. Why would you give him 18 and end of the day, your money is going in
Because
it.
you
I
get to
understand you're
hold
just
on to
splitting
both of
it.
them. You get to hold on to both of them.
No, but
But I lose
unfortunately,
money more.
I would rather
I'm saying
Chahal
for the
over Buttler.
18 crores, for that 18 crores, I'm just saying hypothetically, which you've extra spent here, I think I can get 11 crores Butler and 7 crores Ashwin. Hypothetically, if I don't get Ashwin, I will get. I have to worst case pay 8 crores for Ashwin. He won't go more than that. So I'm
I'd
saying
be
for
very surprised if Butler goes for only 11. To be
11,
honest, I'd be
12, man.
very
I don't see
surprised.
more.
Like he can be a
I'm
potential
I'm
captain.
saying-
He can be a potential captain.
But he has
I'm
not
saying
been a good
RR
cap. I mean, for England.
No, but
also. He's
you
not
guys
been-
agree
not
with me
been
or
in form.
not? RR will miss Chahal more than Butler next year.
No.
No, I don't think so.
Do you think Butler's
See,
still
the
going to
problem
be
with,
mad explosive for the next
See-
2-3 years?
see the thing with Butler
Neither
and
will
Chahal
Chahal be.
comparison
Both of them
is,
are unfortunately declining assets. As harsh as it sounds, it's extremely harsh. I know the standards are so high for both of them. Both of them are IPL greats, and both of them had outstanding seasons. But the cold, harsh truth is both are declining assets. You cannot spunk a combined 75 crores on those 5 players because you've got 3 guns in Samson, Yashasvi, and Parag who you want to keep. But I don't want to spend another 32. What I do is I keep Sandeep Sharma for 4. It gives me a lot of flexibility.
Don't like the reason I say Sandeep Sharma, I'm not saying he's not worth 4 crores. He's definitely worth 4 crores, but I'd much rather take that RTM card instead of Sandeep Sharma and use it.
That
on
you can.
Amazing
That's a
to
choice.
not
That's a choice. I agree. You can, even if 5 crores max, Sandeep will go 5. So you bid the 5, but keep
Exactly.
the RTM card.
Yeah,
I agree. Yeah, I agree. Okay.
100%.
Yeah, I forgot. about
because
that. Yeah, fair
Hetmeyer,
but then
I'd rather
Sandeep
go-
falls under uncapped. So retaining him you won't lose an RTM card anyway.
You do. It's 6.
You will.
It's a combination. So the sum of retention.
But you have only 5 RTM. Yeah, I understand. But the RTM cards, even if you retain Sandeep, can only be used for 2 players. Even if you don't retain Sandeep, can only be used for 2 players. 2 cap players. Yeah,
if you retain
it
only
is.
3 players, you get 3 RTM cards.
You get 3
Simple.
RTM cards, but those 3 RTM cards can only be used for 2 uncapped players. 2 cap
Yeah,
players.
max 5. Max 5.
It's max 5. It is 5. It is 100% 5. Read through it.
So even
Max
with RTM
five
cards, you're saying there's a they've mentioned it explicitly. I don't
Yeah.
think that's the case.
It
But
is.
RTM
It
cards
is.
you can
It
go
is.
for anyone.
I don't know if I can tell, but it was clearly mentioned on that website. I'm telling 100% guaranteed.
No, to be clear, what the rule states is 5 cap retentions, a maximum of 5 cap retentions and 2 uncapped retentions.
Plus
But
RTM.
with your
It was
RTM
mentioned
cards,
as retention plus RTM.
how? Okay, because I read the rule and we had this chat in the office as well. From what
Can
I
we just-
understand,
Can we just confirm it right now? Because I generally feel like even in the chat, many people have their own opinion about the RTMs and the
I'll
uncapped and the
just
cap.
check it out.
In the meanwhile, I'll take some of the comments right now. Chahal's declining rate over Butler's declining rate, saying Chandan Ramesh. Ramna Kiran saying Jurel is important for RR. Sure, he deserves retention, else he's going to Knicks by
too
CS.
expensive है. RTM के लिए सोच सकते हैं. RTM के लिए सोच सकते हैं, but yeah.
Please,
We're
RR,
not
don't
even
be
talking about Jurel, by the way, who's going to be one of the most expensive Indian players, but that's how good a team they've had.
or bold.
Yeah, I'm talking about Indian players. I'm taking specifically young Indian players. Jurel, unfortunately, I don't think he's going to be a Rajasthan Royals player next year.
Yeah,
Okay,
he'll
fair
be
enough.
collateral damage on all of these rules.
Cricket.